I got this darkness in my soul. Don't see no light when I'm wide awake. I'm sick of working for no ends. You see the greed make me feel hate, and there's no turning back. Keep running from my past, but well the feeling always lasts. I don't think you know me, no. You don't know my life, my heart, my soul, no. If you've seen them things I've seen, if you've seen them things I've seen, see the things I've seen.
Black women hurt, black women curse, black brothers doing black women dirt, black women crying, black women murk. We can never put a black woman first. Black lives matter, black lives scatter, black eyes under black eyes shadow, black blood made a black lives splatter, black sister had a black lives shatter, black single mother, black favorite color, black brother made a black woman suffer, black woman down, black woman under. We contribute to the black woman struggle, black women brave, black women save, black women lost, black women fade, black man with a black woman made, black pain made a black woman change, black woman cry, black woman tired, tears running down a black woman's eyes, black women run, black women hide, black violence made a black woman die, black women pass, black mama sad, black pride all the black women had, black rage run a black woman mad, black men calling black women trash, black women hurt, let you back in, black women keep protecting black men don't protect the black queen, black women always get the back seat, black women preach, black women teach, black soil for the black women sees, black pain all the black women sees, black loves all the black women needs. Resurrected, black manifested, black women vision, black intervention, black women faith, black women blessings, black man keep the black queen protected, black women save, black businesses of black women paid, black don't crack, black don't age, black women proud, black women praise, black women smiling, black women shining, black women got it, black women riding, black wealth, no more back to the bottom, black kings get a black woman diamonds, black women body, black women climbing, black women body, black women popping, black man keep the black women on it, black roses planted back in the garden, black loyalty, black royalty.
Lord, let me forgive, never let me forget. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You want beef with the king? What is you gonna do? We back. It's another episode of Hood Tales with ConeHead coming to you live and direct, early bird edition. This is episode 262. And we want to say happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Grand Auntie Eleanor. Happy birthday to you. This episode is a dedication and a shout out to my Grand Auntie Eleanor. She turned 95 over the weekend. A lot of my family came from Miami, Lauderdale, Texas, Philadelphia, all over the country, man, to see this lady who I first met her back in 2009. Didn't really know who, all the people were, because that was the first time I met my dad's side of the family, my biological father. As you all may know or may not know, that I was adopted when I was a kid. So I was raised by the greatest parents in the world, but I was blessed to be born by 2 other parents. So, and no slight on them and no take away from them. My dad was in the streets. My mom was his high school sweetheart or whatever the case may be. And so here I am, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we had to celebrate her life, man. It was amazing we went down to Big Talbot. Basically we was outside in the elements, by the beach, and I didn't even realize all that was going on back there by Big Talbot. I might have started hanging out back there or whatever. But when I say it was a joyous occasion, I met a lot of my cousins that I still, like I say, I'm still kind of new to the family. People hear about me and people hear stories about me, but some of them have never met me. So I met some more of my cousins, and it was just cool to see everybody and singing everybody in harmony. We did a big old cookout. Had and food galore, from seafood to barbecue. And everybody chipped in and bought something. We had different cakes, all kind of shit. Boy, we even had boiled peanuts at the jam. And it was just amazing to meet so many of my cousins, especially from like down south. And like everybody, like it's amazing how everybody showed up for her. I met my grand Auntie Eleanor brother, Uncle Henry, which is my grandmother's brother. So like my grandmother, after my dad got murdered or whatever, he was killed in 83. My grandma passed away in 87. My grandma was number like 47 or 48 years old. She died 4 years after my father passed away, got murdered. And so, Auntie Eleanor, it's a blessing. She lived 9 decades, almost 10. She's 5 years away from 100, and like to talk with her, her hearing is bad in one ear, so you have to kind of talk loud. But she's coherent, she's alert. Like when I walked up to give her a hug, they was like, "Mama, who this is?" My cousins were like, "Mama, who this is?" And they was like, she looked at me. She hadn't remembered me because she hadn't seen me since like 2016. And they was like, that's Greg's son. And so she was like, "Hey, baby," like she kind of remembered, I gave her a hug and kiss on the cheek. And it was funny because she was like, "Well, how Greg doing?" But they were like, "Yeah, sometimes mama, forget." Like my dad been dead 40 some years, but everybody who had something to say about that man was always like, "Man, your daddy this, your daddy was a legend, your daddy that, and the third." And it was just good to kind of get a little nuance and a little bit more insight on Pops and shit like that. But rest in peace to Pops. Rest in peace to my dad. And but like I said, man, it was so dope. Like all of them some of them was getting in the water and shit like that. I didn't play the beach this time. I didn't bring no clothes to get in no water. Then it was supposed to be storming too, so because it's been raining for the last few days, like 2 weeks. So, but it was just a miracle and a blessing for this lady to be 95, man. Like you gotta think, like let that sink in your head. She's still mobile. She still got her senses. She still can, she's not walking as good. So, we had, they pushed in the chair, but man, she had a great time. She was excited. Some people like, man, this might be her last time seeing all the family like this. But it was a blessing for all of us to come together and basically support and show our love for Grand Auntie, She's been here on this earth a long time, You gotta think about it. My dad is 85, so she was born 10 years before my dad, and he was born in 39. So she was born in 1909. So you gotta think that's still coming up out the sharecrop slave shit. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But just to think about it, man, that's a blessing. And I pray that God give us all extended life like that. We never know when our time gonna come, but while we here, we celebrate, be joyful, be thankful, be appreciative, and do our best. And like, you gotta think, a lot of us are dying at early ages, young. You know what I'm saying? And think this lady didn't have nutrition. She didn't have a nutritionist. She didn't have this, let's go work out, go to the gym. That lady ate whatever they had to eat, whether it was pork or whatnot. And you gotta think about this. If you really sit down and think, how we dying and we supposed to be eating more healthier than they are, and we dying faster than they are. Grand Auntie 95, man, and ate all that shit. So sometimes we gotta take into consideration of what's going on. Like, there might be chemicals, it might be all kind of other shit. They injecting shit in our food. So you gotta understand, when Grand Auntie was around, they grew up on farms. Some of them might even been plantations, because a lot of slaves wasn't free after that shit. So you gotta think about it. They was eating whatever they could eat, but they tilled the land and they farmed the land. So they was able to have feed that would feed the chickens and the animals, and you till the land and grew the vegetables the right way by planting it in the good soil, and you know what I'm saying, looking after and taking care of it, getting that earth, tilling that soil, getting that earth right. Well, when you plant the vegetables come out wonderful. They come out great. And that's the earth that they eating from, that God allowed us to till. So think about it. We supposedly being in a better generation and a better time, and we dying quicker than they are. And I'm talking about they ate worse of shit than we did. 9.5 decades, man. That's a blessing. But I'm just so thankful that I was able to share that moment with my family, man. It meant a lot because I had been looking forward to that event. Like, I was like, okay, they come here, all my people come in. I met some, I reconnected with some of my cousins who came for my auntie 50th birthday last year. And so it's just like cool to see all my cousins, you know, Trayvon and them people and everything like that. So rest in peace to little cuz. And it was just it's a blessing, man. It's just a blessing. And like, I'm still kind of like in the adventurous stage of learning who everybody is and everybody learning who I am and things like that. So I just tell you, man, it's just it's an honor and a blessing to be able to you know, to just meet my family. And you know, I didn't grow up with nobody. You know, like when my grandma died, my auntie, my youngest auntie, my dad's baby sister, she had to stay with her sister and shit, and let her sister raise her till she was emancipated. And I know that was kind of difficult because my auntie was like, my dad got killed when she was in like the 4th grade, and so she loved my dad, and my dad was the oldest out of all my grandma kids. So you know, losing him was a big thing to grandma and shit. So. And auntie as well. All the family. My Uncle Bob, shout out to him. He a fool. That dude had a trip, man. Hung out with Uncle Bob. Me and Uncle Bob, we talked. We had some stories. We rolled together. We just was a good thing, man. And I appreciate everybody embracing me and welcoming me into the family. And I love y'all. This is another episode of Hood Tales with ConeHead. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell and you'll get all the latest and greatest episodes. Spreaker.com, that podcast app. Type in Hood Tales with ConeHead and you get me. I'm out.
See black novelty, black odyssey, black women in the black colony, black women feeling black harmony, black for the people, black women peaceful, black man treating black women equal, backbone with a black woman teach you, black strength when a black woman feed you, black pride, that's what's happening now, black man holding black women down, black women getting cash and I'm proud, black angels and they trapped in the clouds, black women preach, black women teach, black soil for the black woman sees, black pains all the black woman sees, black loves all the black woman needs.
My God, I lost a lot of love. Can see the pain in my mama's face. A daughter hanging from this earth. She got them scars she don't deserve. And there's no turning back. We running from our past. Well, the fear it always lasts. See the things I sing.